Never take revenge. We are humans, not animal. Though cheater exhibited animal traits in spite of having human body, one should not take revenge for revenge as animal trait. Boradley revenge consists of, broadcast whole world about the act of cheating and bring blot to the cheater's character in the eyes of near and dear ones, their children, their parents and siblings, friends, and society in large, and finally a violent divorce. This is not recommended. It is just animal way of handling. After all these years you loved your spouse since from the marriage, and overnight how can one think of damaging herself so cruelly? Yes, cheater did smashed your heart into millions of pieces like an animal, but you need not become animal to retaliate. Avoiding revenge is also a divinity, and it will heal your heart fast. 3. Once you rule out revenge, next thing is forgiving. Forgiving means you are not accepting the cheating act, cheater. Either you forgive and continue to stay in the relationship by working hard on the relationship, or forgive and part ways mutually. Forgiving relieves one from negative feelings and can move forward. Forgiveness scenarios for cheaters: one-night stands, affairs, etc. 1. Whether cheater has discussed issues, gaps, expectations in the marriage with significant other, and significant other stonewalled or became insensitive, hence cheater was forced to cheat. In this case, cheater and cheater spouse both are responsible for the mess. However, problems in a marriage can't be license for cheating, and cheater should have threatened, walked out of the relationship, which he did not. 2. Cheater simply chose to cheat without any measures, steps, communication, no efforts to resolve the issues in the marriage. Here it is very much clear that cheater wants to experiment in life, will not be satisfied with one person. Cheater intentions are clear, as cheater is courageous enough to drop cloths and enjoy the act with third person and act drama at home, and but same courage was not shown in rectifying matters in marriage by discussing with spouse prior to the cheating, but unfortunately for the cheater, destiny has other plans and cheating was exposed. 3. Cheater did stray, and due to guilt and genuine repentance disclosed the act immediately to the loyal spouse and sought forgiveness and promised not to repeat the act. Here cheater very well knows that she is risking the marriage by disclosing and can knocked down by the loyal spouse. In spite of that risk, cheater was willing to face consequences rather than shamelessly hiding the act and enjoying the benefits of marriage. Now coming to forgiveness, forgiving someone who caused immense hurt is divine, no doubt. But whether one should forgive the cheater while making her own life miserable, unbearable, destroying for rest of life is what to be decided based on individual capacity to absorb the hurt, naked truth and bitter reality, true face of their so-called beloved. 1. Forgive and continue the marriage. This requires strong mental strength and personal traits. If one forgive and continue to stay with cheater, one has to overcome feelings of insecurity, i.e. wherever cheater goes, official trips or outside, there is question. Whenever loyal spouse goes out of station, she will be haunted with thoughts of what cheater is doing. Worst, day in day out loyal spouse feels the cunning face behind the handsome face and the drama cheater made at home, and how loyal spouse was made a joker. The worst, there will be a ghost person between the cheater and loyal spouse when they try intimacy, and mind repeats image of ghost person and cheater enjoying and laughing at the loyal spouse and playing with emotions. Also, loyal spouse has to overcome other negative emotions like inadequacy, shame, insult, etc. Hence, loyal spouse has to put up tremendous effort in pushing all these negative feelings, otherwise she may succumb and fall into depression, suicidal thoughts, drug addiction, damaging health, etc. by continue staying with cheater. If the loyal spouse is strong in spirituality, he can overcome with spiritual help. If one can't accept continuing the marriage with the cheater, then better to forgive and part ways. 2. Forgive and part ways with mutual consent. Here you accept the fact and will not revenge cheater and will not damage cheater's reputation. Cheater is like a rich person who can have luxurious food at home, but for a variety and adventure searches leftover food in street dustbins and eat them deliciously. Cheater is like a prostitute who shares and allows others to use her body for the motive of getting money. But a cheater allows third person to use her body for the motive of fulfilling lust with selective person s. In spite of having delicious food around, a pig relishes stool only. But the person standing outside can see the reality. Affairs and one-night stands are like this only as adultery is immoral and as a sin, are gates to hell and have impact on future births as per spirituality. If one is meritorious soul, she end up with life partners who showers selfless love, otherwise end up with selfish crooks, cheaters, and that's destiny and accept it. You feed an underprivileged and bring smile on their face, they have gratitude for life. You serve abundant old couple for some time and bring smile on their face, they have gratitude for life. You have a pet at home, it will be faithful to you till its last breath even though it vowed nothing. What gratitude your cheater had for you? One can see cheater from these perspective and can detach in pity for cheater instead of anger, as she could have resolved issues with loyal spouse by discussion, could have broken boredom by adopting variety of things with loyal spouse for spicing up or bringing back spark, etc., or in the worst case could have parted ways but having everything at his disposal. Instead cheater went for third person. With these introspections, one can detach from cheater and can pity for them instead of anger, with compassion pray God for their wiser sense and prosperity and express inability to continue the relationship. After all, you are also human like cheater but not a saint. Without hue and cry, without damaging the cheater's reputation, with mutual consent part ways. Having experienced pain of being cheated, you never involve with any other married person in spite of seduction if any from other side, and don't destroy their marriage. Finally, cheating is personal choice but is not a mistake and is an inherent personal trait which manifests as the person grows. Cheaters either pursue and involve in cheating, if not, grab the opportunity when arises and do cheating. Cheaters always justify cheating either blaming the spouse or the circumstances. Animals never have dharma and karma, boundaries, shame, self-respect, guilt, etc. feelings so as cheaters. Cheaters often confuses themselves love with responsibility. When a person loves her spouse, she will never do any act which hurts their spouse either in front or behind by keeping under the wraps. But all cheaters say they love their spouses and yet sleep with third person. What they have for their spouse is not love, only responsibility brought by the marriage. Cooking food, taking care of children, paying monthly bills, nursing one's spouse in hospital are responsibilities which either can arise due to love or due to an unwritten contract like marriage. Even a nurse in hospital serves the patient, does she has love? No, only responsibility due to payment received. Spouses who see their significant others as their responsibility only, confused love with responsibility, treat marriage as business, see the sacredness of marriage, can only stoop to the low level of cheating and lies, but in reality they don't love their spouses in heart. Also, persons for whom sex is larger than life, the purpose of human birth is only for mating either by hook or by crook or with the spouse or outside doesn't matter them, who lack spirituality of life. For such people only genitals rule the relationships, and hence cheating is reflection of their personality, and for them cheating is a way of life.